Start again.
Yeah, we're just working on the backpacks right now, so we've got the backpacks on it as well. So I'm buying the cameras in right now. I just don't have time to design and make them all myself. So we buy the cameras in. Eventually that will be taken apart and made a lot lighter. But yeah, that sits in the bird's back. So yeah, that's like filming and photography all going hand in hand.
Very clever.
Well, I was the first person ever, to my knowledge, back in 2001, to put a camera on the back of a bird, and it was a harrisawk. And beam that picture live to a laptop. It was a camera off eBay. It worked on a 9-volt battery and it lasted about 10 seconds before the battery was absolutely caned. But we got that done. Then in 2005, 2006, 2005, I was the first person, and I'm definitely 100%, first person ever to do a live head camera, not a back one, this time head camera show, and we beamed that to a cinema screen. And then because of that, where I was, they built an amphitheatre. It wasn't just for me, but it was my cameras that got it there. By the time I left, the amphitheatre was a big Colosseum amphitheatre with a live screen. Wow. We were doing shows. I think it was something like 1,000. I want to say 1,000 people. It might be 800 people could fit into this place. And we were doing live head camera shows to beam it onto screens. And we were flying it with a harrisawk then. And also, I believe, I hold, I could be wrong, I hold the largest record for a head camera display, because we had 1,000+ watching us live, and we had something like 20,000 watching us on YouTube, or over 20,000 live on YouTube as well. Yeah, so that's my claim to fame. So that's I did it because I wanted to do something to do it first. It was just me showing off, being big-headed, but we then learned, we were flying with a bird called baldric, and every time. No, it wasn't baldric, sorry, that would have been Angus I started off with. And every time Angus took off, he would look at you, because you could tell through the camera, and then I think, if I remember correctly, he would turn right, and then he would take off looking through his right eye, then he would turn back again. So I spoke to a few people and said, are birds left and right-handed? Like, do they have a dominant side?
Yeah.
And no one knows. So we took the bird to the vet, nothing wrong with his eye, but every time he took off, he went, dush, 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 and off. Just for a split second, he went off. So he'd always take off looking through one of, let's say right eye for argument's sake.
Yeah.
So the head camera straight away then let us that side, and then we were flying them through the trees and all that kind of thing. And like I said, just watching them and how they do it, and also the head movement. Even we've done it here. The head movement, when you do the head movement, you got to slow it down, because it would make you feel physically sick. Because when you look at a bird of prey, you see it doing this. It's not doing that. It goes dush, dush, dush. It's quick, fast movements. It's not a smooth look
to
round.
us it's that, but
to us it's that, but it's actually a bang, bang, bang. So when you look at it through the camera, it's like you're doing this as the screen moves. You're going to slow it right down. Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Come on then, dude. It's your turn. Right, let's go down to the perch.
So you like rent a spot here? What?
Yeah. Every experience that we do, we pay a percentage to the place.
To the place.
Yeah, and they're very gracious that if I've not got anything on, we then get to come up here and just play birds. Because the argument is, I can't just come up here when I'm getting paid, because obviously I want to train the birds up here, I want to fly the birds up here and so on. And they're good, they're really good. So what we do is, I say we've changed what we do this year to help out the trust, because with this trust, everything goes back into the trust. With the old guy, or the old trust with the old guy, it was literally everything went into his pocket. And I didn't like that side of things, because the grounds are going down and down and down. So now with the new trust, every single penny, right down to the last pence, goes back into keeping this open.
Super.
So what we've done, we've upped our percentage that we give them. And I've also gone to groups as well now. So on set days, I do group experiences.
Yeah.
And the idea is, well, we did it in April. We did our 50 minutes experiences, and we did from 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, and 1 till 2. And we filled this entire place. And the idea is as well, then they all pile into the cafe and spend money to walk around. So we're doing the same with home education. So next week we're going to have like 20 cars parked up here with kids and everything in it for home education. So parents can go in and have a cup of tea and all that kind of thing. We've got a group one happening next week, next Tuesday. We've got 2 lots filled up, so that's 20 people coming. So could be 20 cars. So that's going to be, again, fill that place up as well.
Brilliant.
So yeah, everything we can work together to make
exactly.
it work.
You're bringing revenue in, aren't you? And
right.
What's that building?
That was a part of the house.
It was part
so
of-
what you're looking at would have been traditionally the stables.
Okay.
The house literally starts where you can see the steeple at the back.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, right.
I think there's a booklet or a sheet in the cafe. I
Yeah.
believe there is. But when it was built, I believe it's the longest one of its kind, and also I believe it had the most. Oh, you can't go across there. You're not aligned. Sorry, mate. Sorry, we're taking too long.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
No. He's going to the perch.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, he's going. Come on, back up this way. Yeah, he was just taking himself off to the log. Like I say, he is due to fly free. Do the toilet, mate. Well done. See, it's him that does that. It's him that makes that messy. Yes. Come on then. Up here. Thank you. So like I say, he is due to fly free any day now. I just want a day with no wind, and,
Yeah.
and it's me. I want a day where I've got no work the next day.
Yeah.
Because if he sits out, we sit out.
You've got to
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Well, I don't know if any other person does that, but that's what we do.
Just up
Right,
from
let's
the back. Thank
let's
you.
walk back this way.
Oh, I was finding a picture of the house. I can find it.
All right. Let's keep going back.
Go in there.
Keep going. Yeah.
Right, so, like I said, because it's you guys and you're here today, we're just going to go through all the training parts of it as well. So, 3-ounce line, i.e. expensive piece of string. And when you call a bird, and it doesn't matter if it's a hawk or a buzzard or an eagle or whatever, we always do it to looking to the back of the glove. So he's coming from the perch, it means your body faces this way and
Yep.
your hand goes up like so. The reason for that is if he comes in too fast or the wind direction changes, he can fly right past and not fly into you.
Right.
You could technically then do it this way.
Yep.
But 2 years ago, if you did it that way, he'd probably have your face.
Oh.
Yeah, because he didn't like people at all. So the idea is a bird of prey. Oh, I didn't call you. A bird of prey will stop to eat.
He's ready.
Yeah. A bird of prey will stop to eat before it tries to eat you. Doesn't always work. I've had birds fly past the glove and smack into my face. But that is,
That is
that's
what-
the rule. Right. So have you got a glove on?
Thank you.
And because it's an owl, I'm not being mean to Hewlett. Again, not that clever. Owls, we keep it simple. Well, we did this last week with Dan's owl, and we saw the benefit of this. Dan asked me to call his owl. I whistled and his owl wouldn't come because my whistle is not Dan's whistle. His owl's got used to his whistle. So a lot of people fly my birds, and I brought this into Wales.
The clicker.
Yeah, I brought this in when I came into Wales.
I trained our dog with
Yeah.
a clicker.
Well, a friend of mine said, do you use clickers with your birds? No. He didn't try it. So we brought this idea in and I was laughed at. I now know there's people in Wales using clickers because it's so easy and it's so simple. So all you have to do is turn around like that.
Yep.
Hand goes up, we click. Here he comes. And this time with an owl, in a minute, I know. What we do with an owl is I put the food, oh well, it's too late. I was going to say I put the food into his mouth. Because owls are blind close up, if you feed him out the glove, when
Yeah.
he's there on the glove and there's no food, what he will sometimes do is rub his face on it looking for food or do this. And then the public go, oh look, he's starving, hungry. No, he's not, he's just seeing if there's anything on the glove. So if you put your hand up again. So this time when he lands, he leans forward.
And what's
I put
that,
the food,
Steve?
a bit of chicken.
Bit of chicken.
We today on the menu we've got pigeon, we've got quail, we've got rat, we've got chicken. I always fly to chicken. Good boy, just the wind there. I always fly to chicken. It's how my brain works, it's how it does it. I've worked for people that would fly their kestrels and small birds to like mice feet and mice toes because they're getting a mouse to eat. I'm sorry, but that's like you saying to me, come here and I'll give you a penny.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dan, can you start the line out for us, mate? Yeah. Where this way around, we can use something that looks big,
But-
still a small reward, but looks big, and like I say, it's worthwhile coming.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right round. Let's see if he picks a different person this time. Yeah, both sides. So this is what we do every single day when we're training. Back and forth,
Yep.
back and forth, back. Repetition. He does fly in trees now. We tried that the other week. The only thing I've got to do, and it won't be next week because it's the holiday time, but the week after, I want to try height.
Right.
Because it's amazing when a bird goes high, how much it goes, well, you just wait there, I can see a mile away now.
Yeah.
So what I've got a pole that's 12 foot that can extend 8 times higher. So we're going to put a perch in it, and we'll do it on a Wednesday before people turn up.
Yeah.
And I'll have Dan out there, and you can just feed the owl up nice and high, and then I'll get him to call back down again. And if he responds from that height, that's it, we're done, we're fine, he's off.
Excellent.
Yeah. I like to make sure I train for every possibility.
Yeah.
If you put your hand up again.
You've got to, haven't you?
Well, I put it down to the reason I do all that is I've never lost a bird in 27 years. So I
Well, that's-
trial everything before we actually get them off. But I now know he is rubbish at picking up at £1 4.5 ounce. He will fly around his aviary, and it's a pain. But anything below, even an eighth below, eighth of an ounce, so about 1 pence piece, 2 pence piece weight, below 1.5, he steps up beautifully. So we're looking, his weight is about £1 4¼ ounce. Sorry, yeah, £1 4¼ we're looking at for him. But that will only be to start flying. When he starts flying and working more and getting fitter and fitter, oh, wind direction. Wind died down there.
Oh, yeah.
Wind died down and I say it gusted the wrong way. So this time, you gonna come up, big guy? Not on the arm, come back to this end. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that's where, over your shoulder. Strong wind, it just suddenly died down. So it, boof.
So they drop?
Yeah, he went down, yep, down. Updrafts and downdrafts. Updraft is where the wind hits an object and goes shooting up. Downdraft is where the wind's blowing and the owl's flying like it did there, and the wind just stops. And it just went douche. Because it was using the wind to keep itself up. It wasn't working. Wind dies down, it dropped down, yeah.
Clever, isn't it? Beautiful.
Stunning.
I love the way it just flies back to...
Right, I'm wondering if he's going to go across to his log.
Oh, okay. He wants
Nope.
you, Steve, doesn't
Yeah.
he? He wants you.
Yeah.
He's got his hand in the pouch of food.
Yeah, I just touched the pouch and he knows exactly what it
It's
is.
like Frankie does. If I usually have a
A treat-
bum bag
yeah,
on, like
that's
with
it,
treats
yeah.
on. If she's running on her head, I'd be just like
Oh,
tap.
That's the reason why we've got the carp boxes now.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, I've had kestrels in my pocket, I've had haddocks in my pocket. You walk on the next mate, poof. Then the haddock takes off with 3 chicks. Yeah, so now we have
you
to
have
have
to
this.
keep it.
Yeah, we have this just to stop it, yeah. Right, big boy, you've done the right job, but you've got yourself tangled up now. There you go. Right, so this time, if you want to come and stand over here, just so we avoid getting tangled up.
Yep.
So he's only just started doing this in the last day or two, taking himself off to land on other things. If it wasn't for the perch, if I was to remove the perch, this guy wouldn't land on anything.
No.
So every day, he's just getting better and better, and it just shows us now. Oh, sorry, mate, this is why clotheslines are a pain sometimes.
This was my frustration the last few months before I let mine off.
Yeah.
It was just...
We're getting to the stage now. He's this way. Yeah, he's watching us all the time now. So yeah, he is ready to go. There we go. Right, let's take him back in. And so you just wait there for a second because I've now got to give him.
A treat. Oh, no. Oh, what?
That'll go. Like a snake, if they eat it the right way around, they can fold it down and eat it all in one.
His tongue.
Yeah. Owls don't have muscles in their throat like us. So I don't know about you, when I was younger, a party trick could be stand on my head, get a pint of beer and drink it through a straw upside down. He does that, everything will fall out. So his tongue has actually got a break in it and it's got like a jaggy bit. So he uses his tongue to push the food back. Yeah. Now his food's in here. So now what he's going to have to do, you'll see him go like that and push it down into his stomach. Yeah, so it's still in here. It's still up here right now, all his food.
So how long does that take to digest, do you think?
Tomorrow morning, by the time I pick him up to come back out again, so that's going to be about 7 o'clock, he would have already cast. That's not all he's going to get. He'll get some mice in a bit. So he will do that probably in 17, 18 hours.
Yeah, because what are they called? The
In a bird of prey, it's called a cast, and an owl, it's called a pellet.
pellets, yeah.
Because a pellet comes from the stomach, a cast comes from a crop.
Right.
Owls make life very difficult for themselves. You always know what a pellet is, and you always know what a cast is. Because a cast comes from a bird of prey, which is a very intelligent species of bird. And when they do it, it comes from the crop. And when they do it, it will come up, thin end, and the fat end at the bottom. So it's cone, tapered a bit, to make it easy. And there'll be no jaggy bits, nothing in it, and it'll be all the jaggy bits will be wrapped up in all the fluff, all the fur, so it doesn't get stuck or doesn't scratch. An owl, as clever as they are, this is what I hate, crayons lines. Stop. So give me a sec. I think if I just do it this way around.
I'll do it one-handed as well, don't you?
Yeah, I just need to work out where that goes. There we go. Yeah, owls don't have a crop. They have 2 stomachs.
Oh.
Yeah. So the first stomach, all the food goes into, and everything, and I mean all the rubbish and so on, and all the rubbish goes into a crop, and all the good stuff goes into the stomach. Owls puts everything in the first stomach. Then they start the first stage of digestion in the first stomach. Then apparently they push everything from the first stomach into the second stomach. Then they continue the digestion. Then they put all the rubbish back from the second stomach into the first stomach. And then they bring up what you call a pellet. And a pellet is simply it's the same thickness at each end, and you can see sometimes bones sticking out. Because if you watch a bird of prey cast, they go, and it comes out. Watch an owl cast, it's,
Oh,
Literally, it's
dear.
like, it's coming out, I don't care, and they push it all the way out,
Right.
yeah. So owls can eat food quicker and swallow it. So this guy, if I was to give him nothing but chicks, he could eat 4. The hawk that you haven't seen yet, but you will fly, he could probably eat about 7.
Crikey.
Same weight, same size.
What?
Exactly
Same
weight.
size?
Yeah, but the difference is his 4 would last him 2 days. His 7 would probably last him 5 to 6 days.
Oh,
So the disadvantage though of having a crop is it might take him 45 minutes to eat it. To eat 4, it would take him less than a minute. So he's got a better chance of keeping his food,
yeah.
where unfortunately means he has to hunt more often,
Yeah.
where he will, let's say, doesn't have to hunt as often. Right, let's go and change
So
the
where do you get your chicks and your mice?
all in frozen.
You buy them frozen?
Yeah, moving to Wales is actually, it's amazing how many people here in Wales that people I've been looking for years. We've got one of the best hood makers that live half an hour up that way.
Oh,
We've got one of the biggest falcon breeder, or was, well, there is a big falcon breeder. There's one that's about 45 minutes that way, there's one about 45 minutes that way. We've just found, or I haven't, a friend of mine has just found, there is a rat breeder that breeds for the market that lives half hour up that way. And there is a quail breeder that lives 45 minutes along that way. So from the rat breeder, we get rats, which are like the size of small dogs, probably bigger than your Chihuahua. And then right down to the small ones. And there we also get ducklings from him as well. So yeah, so we use, it's all frozen.
yeah.
And then we use a company to buy our chicks in. We have to buy 20 boxes in at a time to get free delivery. When I first started in falconry, they were either free or £3. If you had to pick them up, the chicks were free. But if you didn't have them delivered, it was £3 a box. Now, we're lucky if you buy 20 at a time, we get them for £10 a box. And there's 250 in a box, so it's not that much. If you're a privateer, it can be anything from 15 quid to 25 quid a box. Yeah.
Like, I pay £9 for 50.
£9 for 50.
But
And how long does that
lasts
last?
me a month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's not really worth my while. And like my freezer that I've got only fits, I could fit 3 bags of
In your
50
freezer?
there. I wouldn't fit a box.
See, I run 2 freezers and I buy in 20 boxes at a time. But they keep pestering me because they deliver to Wales every 2 weeks. They keep phoning me up going, do you want more food? When's the next? It's like, no, because I don't just use chicks. I've got the ducklings, I've got the mice, I've got the rats, I've got the quail, we've got the pigeons and all that kind of thing. So it's a matter of where boxes of chicks I would be buying in. I used to buy in 15 boxes of chicks every 2 months. I'm now buying in probably 20 boxes of chicks every 3 months to 4 months now, which is not bad when you're £10 a box. But with my last business, we had over 35 birds, and I used to pay £90 a year.
Oh, crikey.
Because
Bit of a difference, isn't
yeah,
there?
because I used to hunt.
Oh.
So my Frusian's buzzard that I used to fly, she passed away unfortunately last year. The Frusian's buzzard, she used to eat like a third of a rabbit a day. My Goldie would be on half a rabbit to a rabbit sort of thing. They never saw, well, they say never saw chicks. They very rarely saw chicks. My freezer would be full of rabbits, pheasants, partridge, duck, all that kind of thing. Yeah. Where now I've got nowhere to hunt, so I have to buy them. I bought my first rabbit in last year. Never again. £7
Oh, crikey.
for a large rabbit.
£7.
I'm thinking the ragged rabbit's normally £4. This was a £1.7 to £2. Yeah, £7. That's embarrassing.
That's ridiculous, isn't
Yeah,
it?
27 years of hunting, and I've had to go out and buy a rabbit in. That was embarrassing, that was.
And there's just nowhere here to hunt.
I just haven't got permission on ground that's got rabbits.
Oh,
I've
right.
got permission on ground, but rabbits of Carmarthenshire area is quite scarce. Where I've got friends who are up in Ryder, he's out every day knocking out rabbits.
Yeah.
I've got a guy I spoke to up near Aberystwyth way. He hunts eagles and he's out there every weekend. They're all out there. It just seems to be where I've been dumped, there's no rabbits. None. But I'm very picky about my food as well. If we do pigeons, we only use the breast and not the nothing else. I'll say sometimes we use the legs, but we never ever use a carcass, because freezing a bird, or any bird that out there, can bring disease into here. Freezing it, I always do a minimum of 2 weeks. Some people say it just needs to be deep frozen for at least 2 or 3 days, but I do 2 weeks. Freezing it will kill every known disease in that bird, bar one.
Huh?
Aspergillosis. It's a lung infection. It's a bacterial infection that goes in your lungs. It will take over the air sacs and your bird literally suffocates. So because of that, That's why I never use. Don't get me wrong. There's people out there that throw full carcasses in there, or pigeons,
yeah.
and they've never had a problem. But there is a chance. So we take the pigeon breast meat
Yeah.
off, and we take the legs off. I used to give all that to the rest of it to the ferrets. They died, which to be honest wasn't a sad day. But they died. And now we have to pay to have our rest of our. It's cheap. We found I got a place it's cheap.
Yeah.
You might as well not pay.
I know. It's 15 quid for them to come to my door, and they literally collect as much as I can give them.
Oh,
What did they say? 35p a kilo.
35p a kilo.
35p.
And the waste that I have, that's probably going to be like, what, a year's waste. So yeah, I know it's nothing. Right, you can carry him down for us, because we'll
Okay.
put his telemetry on as well. Yeah, as a privateer, you can throw your waste in the bin. But as a company, you have to pay for it to be disposed of. But to be honest, through the winter time, I very, very, very rarely have waste. For the simple reason is I'm a massive believer of full carcass feeds.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, and I've said for years, birds of prey don't just eat the meat. The livers, the kidneys, and sometimes even the stomach and the intestines. And hunting a bird of prey, sometimes a bird will break in and go straight for the liver or the heart. If you caught a rabbit, or if you caught if you caught a rabbit, sometimes it's disgusting. My hat would go straight for the intestines. So they know what they actually physically need to eat.
Yeah.
A lot of birds will go through their entire life and only ever eat the meat because it's all prepared for them.
Right. Yeah.
But they're not meat eaters. Well, I used to call them meat eaters, but the class that I took for all about the new regulations for zoos and so on. First of all, I thought it was really weird, but he was calling birds of prey carcass eaters. I was like, no, they're meat eaters, they're not carcass eaters. But thinking about it, he's absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the meat they eat, the bones, the feathers, the intestines.
Feathers as well.
Yeah, feathers as well. Yeah, because they need the roughage to clean out their crop and all that kind of thing. And they
Right.
need the roughage to break down the food. So they eat everything. So like I say, I've been doing it for years anyway, but now it makes sense. Over the winter time, when I feed my eagles a rat, I'd give them the entire rat, and you never see the guts about, you never see anything. So, because they eat the whole lot. Where if I was to gut all that, I'm obviously taking something out of it, because I can give a rabbit to my steppe eagle, and I'll go in the next day, and everything's gone except for the stomach. And then maybe a week later, the stomach will be gone as well. Or then the next feed, it might have the intestines in the stomach sitting there. So he picks and chooses what he wants to eat. So they must know what they need to do their intake. So so through the winter time, I very rarely have waste because they get full chickens, they get full day-old chicks, they get full mice, full rats. I give this guy, they're only about mice, not including the head, there's the tail's about that big. He'll eat all the intestines, he'll eat absolutely everything. So what's the point gutting it? Because he will gut it himself if he wants to.
Exactly.
But yeah, he eats everything.
He wouldn't eat what he didn't need. Would
Precisely,
he? So,
that's it. Oh, I've had birds on the hillside literally pulling out the insides and dumping it and then eating the meat. But other days, you'll be nothing left. Right, let's wander down this way.
Okay. And how much are the hoods, Steve?
I've got hoods ranging from £60 to over £200.
Wow.
Yeah, my missus thinks I've got a problem or a fetish because I've got what we call a working hood.
A hood fetish.
Then I have a show hood, and then I have a hood that I don't use. So every one of my birds has got a hood so I can go, that came from my kestrel that I flew. For example, if a few years time down the line, Toby's not here, I'll go, that belonged to Toby. He flew at 5.5 ounces.
Yeah,
that was his hood. So yeah, the working hood is just a soft one, which to be honest, I prefer, because the show hood is lacquered up, it's painted to my design that I want, or a nice, if the hood maker goes, I've got this design, then it's great. But if that doesn't fit perfectly, it can make marks on its sear.
Right.
But this hood just bends out, it just moves out. It does mean I'll never use that on another kestrel,
Right.
because it's fitted to him. Or I might try it to another kestrel. If it's got a bigger face, you could push it out. But if it's got a smaller face, it'll have gaps round about it. So
Right.
yeah, so no, this
So that's
is hood.
that's for Toby.
Traditionally, it's a very old way of keeping your falcon nice and quiet. And if you look at old tapestry pictures and all that kind of thing, sometimes they've got feathers coming out their heads and so on.
Oh yeah.
Traditionally, if you saw this guy, if you saw us out in the field hunting this guy, without even speaking to us, you'd go, he's useless. He's absolutely useless. That's because every time he was to catch a bird, what you do is you take a feather and you stick it in the hat. You stick it in the knots.
Oh.
So when you see a bird that's got lots of feathers, it means it's an amazing hunting bird. And you can also tell what it catches by the feather.
Oh, by the
hood.
feather.
Yeah.
Very clever. But so they'd call him useless because he's got no feathers in his cap.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Oh, is that where feather in the cap comes from then?
Probably, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, might be. Yeah, could be. I don't know. There's lots of terminology that we use till this day that's come from falconry.
Ah.
Loads of them. Right, we're going to stop here because we're going to let the little dude go. So if you lower your fist a bit. Right, so what we've got on him right now, this I've pinched this from the Americans. This is what they call micro falconry setup. In other words, a fishing swivel. That's all it is, because you'll see with the other bird, the traditional setup, that I've got to change everything over. This means I can just unclip this, and there's a tiny little hole there which he's not going to get tangled up on. It's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So we'll just do this for a second. Like so, like that. Take this one off. Leave the other one on for a second. It comes off.
His hat off.
Hey, dude.
Hello.
So I've got to be very careful because this guy was only ever flown inside, so wind to him is something new. So we're going to be very careful with him today.
Yeah.
Right, now walk towards that perch and you should jump into the perch. Right, I will warn you, he might land on your head or your shoulder.
That's
or
okay.
in your case, the camera. Just drop your hand a bit, you'll jump up. There you go.
Thank you.
Because he's not yet learned anything that goes up, if it's not a glove, don't land on it. It's if you go, oh, that's nice, he goes, oh, I'm landing on it. Yeah. Also, unfortunately, also means that if he sees people in the distance, he's like, oh, they've got food. And off he goes.
I'll land on.
Yeah. So we're going to go this way.
Oh. Oh, wow.
We'll come back round. He's up a tree. There we go. That's good. He's coming back. Oh, he's fallen out of a tree. There you go. I didn't say everything's new to him. Everything's still learning.
Oh.
The only thing he doesn't do right now is he doesn't come back unless it's line of sight. He's got to see you.
Oh, right.
So yeah, he's not yet learnt that fully. So he's just dropped down there. So if you spin round and put your hand out, you know where it is.
This
All the
way?
birds are screaming at him. Come on, Ed. Come on. He's got to get himself out of there. He's in the reeds. Here he comes. Good boy. And we don't have to, but we do feed this guy out of our hands. He was going to hover there.
He was,
Yeah.
went right up there.
We were told when we got him that he doesn't hover because he's never been trained to hover. That's like me saying a horse doesn't gallop. No, he does it naturally.
Not have the opportunity.
Yeah, that's it. Hovering is just a piece of cake. Right, if you walk towards these logs, you'll jump on the logs. He's got his favourite perches that he likes to sit on. There you go. Perfect. Right.
And it was that GPS you put on him,
A little
Steve?
tracking device, not GPS. No, I would love don't get me wrong, I would love GPS. Right, this is going to be a difficult one. Spin right round, spin right round, spin right round. Right, can you work the wind out? Can you work the wind out? Yes, you can. Yeah, I'd love GPS, and I was about to get GPS just before COVID hit. But this is worth about 150 quid. My receiver is worth about £800. GPS is about £2.5 for the setup.
Crikey.
So during COVID, we got no help from the government whatsoever, so I had to use my GPS money to survive
Surprising,
COVID.
yeah.
But you've got to think about GPS was invented by a company called, well, not GPS, but for birds of prey, it was invented by a company called Marshall's. And Marshall's telemetry is based out in the headquarters in the UAE, so it's all based for the desert.
Wow.
I was a bit concerned about the GPS because apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but I've been told we've got one designated satellite above the UK which is used for the GPS,
Yep.
but then we have another one that circles in and out of Europe and the UK.
Right.
So loads of people are losing their birds to start off with the GPS, even though it will pinpoint your bird within about a foot of where it is, anywhere in the world. The reason for it is if we brought a bird in here with GPS on, the likelihood of it working is very slim because it can't get through the trees. So they're now saying, fly with GPS and that tracking device. So why would I need to put GPS in it? I want GPS because there's a company out there, not Marshall's, it's called Microsensory, that does one which is solar powered. So if your bird flies off, the battery will never ever ever die, which is ideal in my opinion. I'd love to have that, and I love the little setup, how it works and so on. But until I've got £2.5 just to blow in the fun of it,
You ought to start a GoFundMe or something.
Oh no. I only want GPS to geek out. Because this thing will tell you how high it's flown, how long it's flown. It'll tell you the wind direction and everything like that. So I can literally just go social media every night. This is what he's done. And also it means as well that we could have him out for half an hour and go back home and go, this is what we fed him. We wanted this way, but now, yeah, so we can have him out for half an hour. Go, he's been out for half an hour, he's worked hard. This is what we feed him.
Yep.
The GPS could tell us that he spent 25 minutes sitting down doing nothing. So when I feed him and the weight goes up, you go, what's happened here? Or if the weight goes down, you go, what's happened? So we can look back on the GPS and go, actually, it was windy and he flew 20 minutes of those half hours. So he's burnt off food and that's why his weight's dropped. Right. So that's the good thing about the GPS as well. It just gives you that extra backup.
£2.5 grand.
Yeah, I know.
And how big would it be?
Backpack one about that big, so about 2.5 centimetres by what, 1.5 to 2 centimetres. That's the solar powered one. You can get Marshalls, which is just about as big as what he's wearing.
God.
I know.
People love it, like we said about.
Hand up, sorry, keep your hand
sorry.
up. Sorry.
Beat you
I've
to it.
got my other hand in my pocket, so I didn't do
Beat you to it.
Come on then, you can. Yeah, I know, you can. You can have a piece of
that.
food.
People love, like we said about the Osprey Centre,
Yeah.
Osprey Centre. People, when we went there, were like, whoa, they had screens everywhere.
Yeah.
And like cameras, and people would go away from that experience and watch it at home and track, because she was sitting on the eggs while we were there.
See, I follow them on social media. I do,
Yeah.
I follow them for years.
Are you on YouTube, Steve?
Yeah, we've got, I'm the head falconer
The head falconer?
on YouTube,
Oh,
yeah.
it's on, that's
Well,
what's on the sign.
because
Oh,
this
did
is
it again.
this is for my
That's why I walk like this.
for my grandkids and stuff. But I can put it on.
Yeah, no, it's I've got my head camera video footage on YouTube.
Right.
I believe, I don't know, I might even have the bird's eye view, which I've just...
Yeah, that's on, and the head cam in the amphitheatres on.
On the head falconer, right? Yeah, because I've just shut down birdseyeView.live. That was my head camera side of the business. Right. I haven't got time to do it, and the website's cost me a fortune, so I've just shut it down. I'm now going to just link that to the head falconer. Right, let's do another couple, and then we'll go and fly another bird. Want to do this one a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you've got remote control car ones on there.
Oh, I've got to get that back.
Remote control car with a camera on it and a lure on it.
We hunt the Harris on a remote control car.
We need to get that back out.
It's back out. It's been cleaned up, and I just need to go and check the batteries now. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Because I'm a director of the business. It's my business, but I'm a director. I'm a big kid at heart. So 3D printers being bought through the business, drones being bought through the business, and the other year I convinced my missus I needed a remote control car. So I bought one through the business. She goes, how much will it cost? Oh, it's going to cost around £200. Right. Plus another, I didn't tell her, to upgrade the motors, the suspension. So we've got one that does 30 miles an hour. And the birds chase it.
And the birds chase
The
it.
birds chase it, yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, yeah.
I'll be binging that later then.
I've also got a lure, which this guy's getting trained to fly to. It's got cameras in it as well. So when we do concentrate on getting him hovering over the winter time, the idea is he comes across and hover, and we can throw the lure out. It's double-sided cameras. We can throw the lure out, and it'll actually record him shutting his wings and coming down onto the impact of the lure. So you can see from a mouse's perspective where the remote control car is from a rabbit's perspective.
Yeah.
I've been developing a camera and a lure for my large falcon to fly to.
Yeah.
But the problem is the lure doesn't always sit still. It sometimes spins. So we use a swung lure, but also a pole lure, which is more of an Arab/American way of doing doing it. So what we're going to do with the pole lure is I've got cameras for the pole lure, so we can even record the falcon coming in and catching the lure and all that kind of thing. It's things that I can geek out with, things I can have fun with.
Exactly, yeah.
But also I geek out and I put it on just to show off, but it teaches you how the bird grabs. It shows you.
Well, yeah.
We now know that one of my Harrishawks prefers to grab with his right foot before his left foot. Or no, it's actually Blue. It's his right foot, because as Blue comes in, he's always got one foot a little bit further forward. So he comes in, he grabs, and then that one comes in. So it's not both feet at the same time. It's one's just
One
a
and
little
then-
bit. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'd never see this if it wasn't for you or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
Yeah, I bought one that I can wear on my head now. Not a GoPro one.
yeah.
I look like an idiot walking about with a big camera sticking out my forehead. So we've got one that just sits around my ears now and sits down. So it looks like
lovely.
a Bluetooth. We wonder about this way and get another bird out. So it's like a Bluetooth. It looks like a phone thing.
Oh,
so,
right, yeah.
So I've got one of them. Dan treated himself to one of those 360 or 3.
Oh, which one?
Insta 360.
Insta 360 X5.
X3. Yeah. I got the X3 as the X5 came out, so the X3 went down.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that's the best thing to do, isn't
And
it?
the only difference in the X5 is just a bit more geeky stuff, which I didn't need.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's great to be fair.
I like it because you don't have to think about it. With your one,
Yeah.
you put your hand up. You don't have to think about where you're shooting. Where when I was filming here the other day, flying him, I was walking backwards because my camera sits here.
Yeah,
So
of
I'm walking
course,
backwards
yeah.
To keep it. It worked, but I must have looked like an idiot walking all the way backwards down there.
Yeah.
Where with your one, you can just normal walk
you
and you can turn it all round and so on.
Yeah, got you.
You edit it after, so it records everything, and you can edit afterwards.
Isn't it more difficult to edit 360
It's
videos?
The app's really good.
Yeah, you do it on your phone. He does it when we're standing
the app, I
here.
literally do it on my phone, and because it's got
Right, you ready? Last time. And up here he comes.
gyroscope built into the phone.
So he just flew into your branch. Sorry, he came down and just flew
phone
the
where you
biggest
want it to
branch in the
film.
tree for crying out loud.
So
Oh,
you're
you're
standing there,
joking.
and you can literally, if you want to look over there, you just move your phone over that, and it works out where it is. It's great.
Oh, so that's
It's,
right. Oh,
yeah, it's like you can have
So
it on a
you-
big like selfie stick or something. I've got a chest mount that sticks out like that. Because with filming birds, if you've got a chest mount with a normal camera and your hand's here, it goes that way, not that way.
exactly.
But with the 360, you just have it there and it records everywhere.
And all you have to do when you're
That's clever.
Well, when he's editing as well, if he's got a bird on the screen on his phone after filming it, all you do is highlight it, and then without moving anything, that on the software will actually track that bird, and it's unbelievable. So you don't even have to spend hours going through it all.
Through it.
You can go, I want to watch that tree. So you highlight it. After you recorded it all, you highlight it and you press play, and as you're walking forward, it will.
You can do the same with yourself. If you're walking with a big stick behind you, you can just draw a box around you, and no matter if
And
you
it
move
follow-
to smooth that, it just keeps you perfectly central.
Yeah.
That's very. Oh,
That's my next toy. Once I've convinced my wife, I need to buy a car first. Then after that, I'll convince the missus.
It's fine because everything when we buy it's on offer.
I know, yeah.
Oh.
It's like mine was on offer when I bought it. It was great. It was only 20 quid.
Yeah,
like
right.
300. It was great.
oh, brilliant.
See, I want the only thing that's stopping me buying that is I want the Osmo Pocket 3 or Pocket 5.
Yeah.
There. With the stabiliser and everything
But
on
they're
it.
not waterproof, are they?
No. That's all right. I don't tend to fly them.
Yeah.
Without a case.
Right.
Submergible to 20 metres or something stupid.
Yours is.
Now, if you just rock your hand.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. He sits there. That's it. Perfect. But yeah, no, I'll have to get one. I've got thousands of pounds of. I went from doing GoPro to I went to the cheaper version of the GoPro ones.
Yeah.
Then I've gone back to the ones that are about 120 quid.
Oh, like
instead
the
of GoPro.
Cassie or something. Or I know which ones you mean.
Yeah, so I went to those ones, and they're great. They're fantastic, absolutely brilliant. But then I've got to wait a year before I spend another 300 quid in cameras.
Yeah.
The wife will kill me.
Hello.
I just like the head one right now because for me, while I'm here by myself doing it all, my hands are free,
Yeah.
everything's free.
Exactly, yeah.
You've got to remember that your head's the camera,
Yeah.
so you can end up walking a bit stiff filming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hello.
You've not seen the next bird yet, so we'll get him out and we'll go and fly him. Deer.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, we've got loads of deer around
Oh,
here.
yeah, so. Deer and... You've seen them?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big herd of them, isn't there?
Yeah,
10 or 10, 15.
Right now, the most time we see them is when they cross from there to cross there and go up there. No, I was sitting here, it was before COVID, I was sitting here with another friend called Rox. We were sitting out, and we were here about, I don't know, 9 in the morning, shall we say. We were sitting there, and we were just having a chat, having a cup of tea, and then that's when the trees were still there. We were sitting there, next minute, the stag comes out. Bench across there, bearing in mind, cameras and everything in the car, we're about 2 metres from the car, sitting there, the stag comes out, nowhere to light, walks across the car park, and the bench was just other side of your vehicle, goes across the corner there and just walks down there. So, oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable it was.
Oh, they're amazing, aren't they? So walking down during COVID, you were down on that side, weren't we?
Yeah.
And walking through there, and you've just got them all walking through the fields.
They've come back, we lost a lot after COVID,
Oh,
a lot. We had herds and herds and herds, and all of a sudden they went disappearing during COVID time. And then we lost a lot, we didn't see anything here for quite a while. Now we've got 2 good sized herds back again.
oh, good.
Yes, in a minute, big guy, in a minute. I think you've had a few wings, Right, watch me fingers. I don't like feeding. Yep. I don't like feeding birds in boxes.
Yep.
I prefer to, but by the time I get home today, he's back out again tomorrow morning. So
He needs to eat.
yeah, there's people out there that will fly birds at 3, 4 in the afternoon, and then fly it again for public at 10 in the morning. If you feed a bird late afternoon, there's no way you can feed it all its food and have it ready to fly at 10 in the morning, because you need to have it casting.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do, like I say, normally we do within an hour to 2 hours of feeding. So if I feed at 12, I'm happy to fly at 10, or I'm happy to fly at 2, sort of thing, yeah. So hence why we feed him in the box right now, so it means he can be ready for tomorrow morning. And with the worry of, like I say, the last few days his weight and all that kind of thing, I'd rather get it done sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Right, so this is just a little tracking device. Where did I put that bag? That's it. Little tracking device for the Kestrel. So it's very small. I think it's got a range about 15 miles, but the batteries can last up to over a month. But then more miles you go for, less the batteries last.
Right.
That's the problem, and heavier you get. So that's my little mic. It's called micro. So that's my little micro one. So that's for the Kestrels. Then, so the batteries go in there. So you lose them. Then you go up a size, which is this one. So again, I think it's about 20 odd miles now, but batteries last, if you're lucky, 3 weeks, 4. Then you can go super big, which is even about another 10, 15 miles more, but 7 days. So there's in between.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's the one I tend to use the most, that size. I've got flimsy coming out my ears. Right, yeah. On.
Oh, is that your aerial?
Yeah,
type
yeah, all falls in and out, yeah.
I wondered what that noise was earlier.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so this because it's a bit bigger, it's a bit more high tech. When the batteries get low, which you never even want to run to it, when they get low, you can hear that beep. Every 5th beep, it'll double beep to tell you your batteries will get a bit low.
Okay.
Then that means you've got like 24 hours to 48 hours to get your bird back. Then after that, it'll go, when it's going beep, beep, it'll turn into a beep, beep. That means you've got literally
Not long
a couple of
left,
hours
yeah.
and then the battery's dead, yeah. Yeah, the system I bought back in 2004, the company that I got it for kept asking, well, every time I spoke to Eddie, when are you sending it back to have it serviced? Because ideally he likes to service it every year.
Yep.
I sent it back last year because I broke it. So I sent it back and it cost me, what, 200 quid to get the whole thing redone. So, yeah, good little system that is. Falcrony Electronics. Like I said, Eddie is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. Come on then, you. Boo. Come on. I know. Yeah, not you. So this is a guy you've not met yet. For the simple reason is he doesn't like being handled.
Right.
It's business. So pick me up. If you pick me up, weigh me, then feed me, or pick me up, weigh me, fly me, then feed me, and either after that, do not touch me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's
So
one of those birds.
what is
He's an American harrisock.
American
The most commonly
harrisock?
used bird of prey for this type of work, and probably the most commonly, not probably, is the most commonly lost bird of prey for this type of work.
Oh, is it?
There's not a day goes by on social media someone's lost one.
I think I saw about 6 posts yesterday alone of harrisocks up trees, if anybody knows who it is.
Well, I'm going to jinx myself by saying this, and I'm not loved by people. If you lose a harrisock, shoot yourself.
Oh.
Because they are the only true gregarious species of bird of prey out there. They want to be a part of a family. They want to be a part of a group. Yes, he knows he's a harrisock. Turn round, Blue. Turn round. He knows he's a harrisock,
Yeah.
but his brain is still saying, be a part of a troop, be a part of a
Right.
family. So the biggest member of the troop is always the female. She's in charge. I'm the biggest member. Well, I fly him the most here. I'm the biggest member here in his mind, so I'm in charge. So if I go that way, he comes with
Where's he? Where?
me. And South America.
South America.
Right, so that's that. We'll just do that. Right, when we walk out, he's going to do something called baiting or baits. In other
Okay.
words, jumps.
Yeah.
Important thing is keep your hands shut.
Yep.
And stop walking. Because if you continue walking, when he's baiting, he's upside down, he's flapping his wings.
Yeah.
You walk, he's moving. He thinks he's getting somewhere. So the idea is stop walking.
Yep.
He's flapping, not getting anywhere, wasting energy. Worst thing a bird of prey can do. So you get himself back up again. And I've left my plug here like an idiot. There you go. Tell you what, take this off. I don't want to damage this. Oh. Right, we're going to go this way.
Okay.
So I've been flying blue now, I think 9 years, I think.
9 years.
9 years. Stop walking. I'm going to spin round and get myself up. Here we go. It's just the wind direction right now. Yeah, 9 years. And he came to us on the understanding that, well, a friend of mine, I phoned him up and said, look, setting the business up, what you got? Because he ran a rescue centre.
Yeah.
He said this, and this. I said, look, I'm really looking for a Harris hawk. I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm looking for a Harris. Oh, Dan, you've nicked my logs. Oh. I had loads of logs. I used them for photography days.
Oh.
They've nicked my logs.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, yeah. Well, to be fair, they needed tidying up. They did. But yeah, no, so I phoned him up and he goes, I've got no Harrises, but there's one in the New Forest if you want it. I went, what do you mean? It's been there for a few days. I was like, oh, it's going to take you weeks, mate, to get it back. I go, then why not? I'll take it. I got a phone call from him the next day saying, look, courier's picked him up. He'll be with you by lunchtime. He goes, but word of warning, he's not in the best condition. Okay, no problem at all. Got him up here, missing a toe. That was bitten, that was down to the bone. Tail feathers gone, wing feathers, and covered in his own faeces.
Oh.
He was starving hungry. We later learned, I didn't later learn, my friend later learned that the reason he was abandoned is because he doesn't fly, doesn't come back, and he's useless. So the guy took the knowledge that from someone else that the reason he's rubbish is because he's a male Harris hawk.
Right.
So he went and got a female one instead. I can tell you something, 50-50, it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. If anybody ever tells you there's a difference, then it's a load of rubbish. The males are quicker off a standing start, don't catch as bigger things because they're smaller.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But then if people say, oh, it's better to have a bird that's got an aggressive, because females are a bit more aggressive, so it's better for hunting. Well, when I'm hunting a bird, I don't want the bird to be aggressive towards me. I want the bird to be aggressive towards what it's catching. So no bird of prey should be aggressive towards the handler. No bird of prey should be aggressive towards you.
Yeah.
You don't want that at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was left. So needless to say, we've been flying him now for what, eight years. He's the one that hunts children.
Oh, see.
Or did hunt children.
Yeah, for legal reasons, he doesn't anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, I think he's had a bad experience.
But yes.
He doesn't like small fat people. Really does not like small fat people. Big.
Don't look at
Male. But doesn't like small fat people because where I keep him, I've got a friend who's, no disrespect to the guy, he's quite small and chunky.
Yeah.
Hates him with a passion. Right, stop. I think we're going to get him go. And also, I've got a friend who comes and flies him. He's small and fat. Won't go near him. So I reckon it's a small fat person, bloke, that has done something to him. And kids, yeah. But during COVID, I don't know about you guys, I found COVID lovely.
I loved it.
I know, it's brilliant. I was out in the hillside every day with my birds. Keep your hands shut for a second. That's it, we're going to take this.
Oh, absolutely.
My missus worked and I just spent all day flying birds during COVID.
Yep.
And my kids, I had 2 kids. So him and the rest of the birds, Avery's turned into their classroom. So for about a year and a half, he's had Power Rangers, Barbie dolls, all stuffed in his face. He came out after COVID going, your kids are all right, so kids are fine. And that's where he turned easy to fly.
Cured him.
He's turned into business. Pick me up, feed me, and do not touch me again for the rest of the day. And he's easy to fly now. He's so easy. Open up, shut your hand. So really what it is I got a very nasty bird, excuse me, that hated children. He's learned if you behave yourself, you get loads of food and the kids and you disappear. So that's why he does it now. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he loves to fly. It's got nothing to do with the fact he loves us. It's the fact that he doesn't particularly want to be here, doesn't particularly want to do it, open up for a second.
Feed him
but we'll feed him, open up, and he has to be around us to get the food. So yeah, so he's easy to fly now. And we believe, shake your hand again, it was a squirrel that bit his toe off. Oh. Because I was out here Saturday and the easiest catch you've ever seen. I was standing here getting them ready and I said to it was the lady that had the bird, I said, right, let them go now. And as I turned round, a squirrel came out of that tree, came across here about 2 foot from us and went up that tree there. And he went, ain't touching that. He just watched it walk along the ground. So he knew a squirrel is not something to go for. So I reckon it was a squirrel that bit his toe off.
Oh.
In a minute. Right, last but not least, an important piece of equipment. No. I know you don't like the bell going on, but tough.
Oh.
There we go, open your hand up.
So what's that for, Steve, the bell?
So, because when we're out flying, we're going to have our back to him at some point, because in a minute we're going to walk down here and cut right and get into... Yeah, he's going to cut right and go into the trees. Yeah. And some of the times we're not going to be able to see him, so that bell means we can hear him. But just recently, because it's blue is now, he's built like a tank. In the last couple of weeks, he's caught a few mice and
I see.
a small bird.
Wow.
We don't hunt them here, but it's great to know. It's like people say, well, the best thing to do is leave things for nature. Well, this got left for 2 years, and I can tell you something, the deer weren't here that much. We've got rabbits up here now, and so on. For 2 years, you didn't catch a thing. Since the new trust has come in and started cutting the grass and so on, nature's come back, and now he's catching it like crazy.
And he's catching them
Right,
great.
ready? Here he comes. He's quick. So pinch up between thumb and finger. Here he comes.
He is fast, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Longleaton the other day. We went in the back.
Oh, fantastic. So this all started off you as a voluntary...
Yep, left school not having a clue what to do.
And...
Go
wow.
ahead. Okay, yeah, no, I went through school thinking architecture because my dad was a builder and I still love technical drawings and so on. So architecture. And I don't know about you, but when I was at school, ready to spin right round, here he comes. Yeah. When I was at school, there was something called a careers advisor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and see, when I said everybody does that, yeah, careers advisors, yeah, waste of time they were. So I went through the whole school, built to be an architecture. Last year at school, we got a new teacher come in, Mr. Martin came in, new careers advisor. No, sorry, Miss Orkney, it was Mr. Martin we had. Miss Orkney came in. And she said, right, so what do you want to do, Steve? Architecture. She looked, yeah, got all the grades, fantastic. So what uni are you going to? What do you mean, university? Well, you need to go to uni to be an architecture. Well, no one's told me that in the 6 years I've been here. So by that time, it was too late to get in because, like I say, it was near the end of school and so on. So she said, take a year off and then come back. I thought, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Come on, Ed. So we decided, no, it's here. So come down this way. Look, the food's there. That's a difficult one, isn't it? The wind direction, what are you going to do? If you've noticed, the wind's coming from behind them, so you need to spin out and come round. So if you spin your hand round a bit more, here he comes. Perfect, yeah.
Clever.
So yeah, so I thought, well, what do we want to do? And first of all, I thought RAF, because I wanted to be a mechanic in the RAF. So asthma, can't do that. So that also takes out the fire service, can't do that because you've got asthma. Fantastic. Oh. Then it was shepherd. I've lived on a farm, let's be a shepherd. No, you've got to be a farmer first. I don't want to drive a tractor, so I'm not going to be a farmer.
Yep.
Not having a clue what to do. And 17-year-old me would not have a clue or would not speak to you. If you saw me 17 years ago and you went, hi Steve, I'd either cry or run away.
No way.
So I was so nervous. So my mum decided that if you put your hand up this time, put it down, you can go. Oh, no.
She's coming.
Yeah, there you go. If you work that way, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. And once it's gone, yeah. So yeah, so I decided gamekeeper. Well, why not? It's on the countryside, away from the public. It's absolutely brilliant. And I told my mum that, and my mum literally, she knew me, so she phoned me up one day and goes, right, there's a volunteer slot at the Scottish Deer Centre. You don't know if you want to be a lowland keeper or a highland keeper. Let's go to the Scottish Deer Centre and find out. She knew me, so she actually came to get me, and she took me she came with me to the interview. She even walked into where it was. It turned out it wasn't the Scottish Deer Centre, it was a guy called Stuart Miller who ran Raptor World at the time. He was looking for a volunteer. Yep. So he took me down there, and he had birds out in the grass, and he said to me, can you name the birds? Trying not to cry, I went, no, sorry. And I knew what a snowy owl was. They had a snowy owl there, they had a tawny owl, and I couldn't do it. And he turned around and goes, yeah, so he turned around and said, great, you can start tomorrow. So, beg your pardon, he goes, you're a blank slate.
Oh, so he
can... He was desperate. He'd been looking for 6 months and no one else had turned up. I was the first person to go there. So I did it, like say, first one in, because I was always scared about being late and letting people down. From day one, first one in, last one out, a year and 1 day. And then I luckily got a job.
And then you got the job.
And then I got the job,
and he said if you'd have asked 6 months earlier.
Yeah. I would have had it, yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, I worked for him for 3 years, moved on to another company, worked there for a bit, moved down to the Isle of Wight, ran the centre down there for a few years. Unfortunately, there's quite a lot of idiots in Falcrony, so we got here we go. So then, then we decided that that was my missus said, do you want to work for another idiot, shall we say?
Yeah.
Or do you want $5,000 to start your business? I went, yeah, go on then. 15 years later, the largest supplier of Falcrony on the Isle of Wight.
Crikey.
Well, actually, to be honest, within 3 or 4 months it was the largest supplier. But yeah, 15 years later, largest supplier. Sold the business, and unfortunately it shut down 2 years later. 2
2 years?
Yeah. 2.5 years later it shut down, yeah. Well, not it shut down. Wasn't shut down. It shut down. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. So by that time I was up here playing birds because my missus.
Is that what brought you to Wales?
Yeah, I came to Wales. Again, there's lots of people in Falcrony that shouldn't be in Falcrony. So I came to Wales, didn't get on with people, reported them, left. It was my missus actually left. She phoned me up one day. She goes, "Are you still there?" And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, walk out." I went, "Why?" She goes, "You've quit." She goes, "I've sent an email to them. You've quit. Walk out." I was caning 20 beers a night just to be able to. Yeah. So I walked out and. My missus said, "I've got a full-time job, so why don't you get a couple of birds and have a bit of fun?" I went, "Okay."
Oh, what a lovely woman.
Well, a year later she goes, "I can't afford to pay for you, the kids and the birds and the house, so you either get a proper job or you set your business up." I went, "Oh, blow it then, come on then, let's set a business up." And this year we've gone absolutely stupid. For 7 months a year I can now employ someone, but I'm not going to, but I can employ someone. So yeah, it's gone absolutely nuts and gone crazy. So it's
Brilliant, brilliant.
But this is all I do every single day. Come on, Ed.
Well, it's not like a job, is it?
It's not. Oh, I've always joked. There's only one group of people that work harder than me, and that's farmers. I say because if it's tipping down with rain, my day can be a couple of hours because I can get up, exercise birds inside, and I'm done. Farmers are obviously out every single day. But yeah, no, like I say, I love my job. Absolutely love it. This is my.
Well, I say.
This is my office.
Exactly, yeah.
A few years ago, I went back. I still remember I was sitting there. I must have had a face on me. I was sitting there. I already had a whiskey in my hand, and I was sitting there. Mrs. walked in and goes, "Are you all right?" I went, "Yeah, I don't." I said, "I've had a day." I said, "I've had a day." She goes, "What?" I said, "Oh, no, it's so stressful." She goes, "Well, what happened?" I was fine. Him. She said he was up a tree for 15 minutes and wouldn't come back down again. She goes, "I beg your pardon." She works in an office. She goes, 15 minutes. Is that what you call stress? And I got half an hour of what she's been doing. Like, okay, then fair enough. I understand. I do apologise. Let's wander down this way. Yeah. Yeah, bird up a tree is stressful for me. Because I'm very critical of what I do. If my birds don't perform well, I will tell you my birds don't perform well.
Yeah.
I have been told many times I shouldn't say that because the public won't know any difference. But I know if my birds haven't done what I want them to do.
Yeah.
And I don't take it to heart, but I am critical of myself because the birds are doing what they want to do. But if they're not doing it, it's because I've done something wrong. It's because
It's best to be like that because you
learn. Yeah, you never stop learning.
Exactly.
I've never woken up in 27 years. I've never woken up and gone, "Oh God, I've got birds to do today." Woken up and gone, "I shouldn't have had that bottle of wine," or "I shouldn't have had that bottle of whiskey."
Exactly.
But as soon as you get out,
Exactly.
it's fine. It's like today. My next day off is in July. I'm 7 days a week now until middle of July, and then I'm 7 days a week in August as well.
With bookings.
Yeah, yeah. There's only a few days that you could get in. I could squeeze you in for next month. After that, no, I'm fully booked.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant.
It's good, but I hate to work. It's like driving here. It's like, oh, God's sake, I've got you guys on it.
Yeah.
As soon as you get here, it's not work. I'll be here anyway doing it with Dan.
Yeah.
But because I booked you in, it's like, oh God, I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
But I'll be here anyway doing it. So yeah, I'm a weird kind of guy that way.
Oh no. Does he do that on purpose?
If we ignore him too much, you'll get a flyby and he'll hit you with his jesses or his wings. Yes. Right, put your hand up. Now hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 2 tail feathers he's dropped. I found one in the box yesterday. Sorry, this morning. So he's supposed to have 12 tail feathers. So he's molting. He's dropped 10. He's dropped 2.
How often do they molt?
Once a year. Every year he'll do his tail feathers and his 4 wing primaries, his major primaries.
Yeah.
And then they go between it's about a 40 to 60% molt. They go between that. So tail and wings definitely. And then the amazing bit is he'll then pick what he wants to drop afterwards. So if he hasn't dropped this chest feather for a year, he'll drop that before he drops the next one. Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
And it's just once a year?
Once a year. Normally at this time of year, because at this time of year you've got a lot of youngsters about. So obviously if you're molting, you're missing a few tail feathers or wing feathers. You're not flying as well as you could. So young rabbits out, young birds out, easy to catch. And once they're full size, you've molted, because it takes could do anything between 3 to 4 months. Once you've got your feathers back in again,
you're ready to go.
Yeah.
rabbit. There's a rabbit there for you, look.
Where?
Down the hall. Holy.
Hello.
Little sight of it there.
Hello.
You sit on the shoulder.
A rabbit.
Yeah, there's a hole
Oh,
behind
there's
me.
just a
I'm
hole
not
there, yeah.
moving.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I've seen one rabbit up here, and we go out of the way not to go where it was, and that was a few years ago. So I'm hoping it's found a mate and hopefully got babies.
Yeah, it's here, look. It's where it lives. Here.
What? The rabbit?
Yeah, here, look.
Oh God! Right, yeah. It's like, in my head, I was like, how the heck do you know that? Because I've not seen any signs for crying out loud. Yeah, I say, yeah. That's where he gets his post. The post knows to stop there. Yeah, because I'm looking, going, I can't see a warren, I can't see runs. I've been looking for runs and I can't see runs. So, what have I missed? Yeah. I know, yeah, his house number. Yeah.
Up in the tree. Yeah, the signs are there.
Steve,
Yeah.
how big is a red kite compared to
Body-wise, roughly the same.
roughly the
That's
same?
where, again, the weight to wing ratio. A red kite, I think last time I flew was like £1.4 to £1.8 to £1.6, roughly the same,
Oh, right.
same body weight.
Yeah.
Longer tail, longer wings. So on a day like today, he could circle and soar, no problem at all.
Yeah.
But when there's no wind or a breath of wind, he struggles. But a kite, because they've got the big long wings and the light body frame, they can get up in the air very, very easily.
Got you.
Right, this will be a fast one, so yeah, so hand up. Because wind direction. There you go.
You hear the bell come in, just don't move.
I'd love a kite to fly, I would really love, but I wouldn't fly a red kite. Going off, come down.
You wouldn't fly one.
I wouldn't fly one, wouldn't fit in with what I do because of its length of its tail and so on. I would fly more of a black kite, so the European counterpart. They're also a bit more outgoing. A black kite will come across and nick your chips, where a red kite's a bit shy.
Oh, right.
So for this type of work, a black kite would be, well, easier, to be honest. And it's not got the big long tail, so you can transport it without damaging the tail. Because you can transport a red kite, don't get me wrong, but the box would have to be a lot bigger.
Because of the wings, yeah.
Because of the tail, yeah. So like for this guy, I could transport a black kite in the same size box as the big Falcon's in.
Yeah, got you.
Where a red kite, I'd have to transport that where the eagle is.
Right, oh crikey, yeah.
Saying so when you went to Nantararian
Yeah.
Bedham.
Yes. A few years ago, do you know Nantararian on the Llangorrig Road?
The big, the feeding, yeah.
And we were just there to have a wander around, and the guy had got his wheelbarrow full of meat, and he just said, "Would you like to do it?" So I stood there, threw the meat for them, and they could feel them just.
Put your hand down.
That's all right. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Right, hand up.
Yeah, you could feel them brushing past your head.
Well, when we first moved to Wales, we got rid of our 2 kids for a weekend. It was brilliant. They went to the grandparents.
Stay for good then.
Yeah, no, one's fine. I'll get rid of one. Yeah. I always say I've got 2 kids because one's a backup. But yeah, no, it's a
Nice.
But you know, we got rid of the kids, and I took the missus up to Ryder, the big feeding station up there.
Oh, there's one there, is there?
Oh, big one, a lot bigger than the other one. Yeah. And then she was like, "I wonder where it is." I went, "Over there." And she's like, "How do you know?" I said, "Look up." And it was just trails of
It's a
kites going
sea
down.
of, yeah.
I said, it's either over there, and I know the feeding time is about there, or it's over there because they've been to feeding.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there was just kites just going down.
Right, you know it's that from Ryder, that's the other way, sir.
Is it?
For what we do.
Here he comes. Yeah, apparently, I spoke to a conservationist, and he was saying they've now finding out that where there's a manipulated population of red kites, songbird population is dropping.
Oh, is it?
Because you get people that say red kites are only pure scavengers. They're not. They are hunters as
They
well.
are.
They'll take out ground nesting birds easily. They're opportunists. Take out ground nesting birds. Because, excuse me, if you look on YouTube, it's funny as anything. This happened when I was having a debate with someone. This guy goes, "Look at this." He put it up and he goes, "This is to help. This is to kind of put the argument of debate to rest." He put a camera up in where he knew there was a red kite nest in the hope that they would nest there again. And they did. They had youngsters and so on. I don't know if it was a male or the female that came in with it, but it came in with a duckling in its foot. and he paused it for a second. It's paused just so you can see the duckling.
Yeah.
The duckling's there. You think, oh, it's caught a duckling, what a shame. But the argument is, it could have died. It could have picked it up dead.
Yeah.
Red kite lands, opens the foot, duckling goes poof, and runs off the nest. It commits Harry, mind you, but it was still alive. So they are hunting. They do hunt.
So that does, because I've always heard they were scavengers.
Yeah, they are. I'd probably say percentage-wise, 90% of their life will be scavenging. But if you're flying around and you've got a nest down there with youngsters in it, you're not going to go, oh, I'll leave you to it. You're going to go down. That's why they get mobbed. That's why they get chased. That's why buzzards scavenge a lot, but they also hunt as well. They hunt probably just as much as they scavenge. But because they hunt more than red kites, the crows bother the kites more than red kites, but red kites still get bothered by crows because they know they're a threat.
Well, where we are, the kites are just floating around, and the gulls and the crows are always chasing them off.
So you know fine then, they're not just scavengers, they are hunting. They're seeing them as a threat.
And of course they're laying, well, they've got fledglings now, haven't they?
That's it, yeah. It's like you spin right round. I commented on some a Facebook post probably about a month ago. Someone asking, can buzzards catch corvids? And they're like, oh, people go, no, buzzards are too lazy, too slow. And I put up there, rubbish. Because where my last business was situated, we used to watch. We had a big tree line going down. And the female would go about, 5 metres above the tree line. And this male would go into the tree line. As it went in, it would kick up all the jackdaws. Female would grab one, and the male would come back out and grab another one. And you wouldn't see that for 2 or 3 days, and then they'd come back again.
Wow.
So I was wondering, it's like, well, do they specialise in catching jackdaws, this couple?
Yeah.
That winter, we were standing at the top with a friend of mine. He'd come across the fly bird, and we were chatting away, and then about a metre away, there was this jackdaw having a drink, okay, in a puddle.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem at all. Next minute, splash. This buzzard, and we were in an open field. This buzzard had come from behind. I didn't see it, my mate saw it. It was flying about this low off the ground, came in and grabbed the jackdaw and stood on it in the puddle, drowned it. And we thought, that's unusual, and we saw that probably about a dozen times over the winter time. So the male had learned, without the female there, drown them in the puddles. Yeah, specialise in catching jackdaws and other corvids.
Good God.
Yeah, just a little male, just a tiny little male. Yeah, he had learned that's how you do it. Obviously, he probably did take on other ones and take them in flight and take them on the ground. But he had learned if they're next to a puddle, well, we saw him catch like about a metre from a puddle and drag it into a puddle. So I say birds of prey are highly intelligent, really clever.
They say dumb animals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I call owls dumb, but there's no such thing as owls are just like say. They are survivalists. They will do anything not to fly because that means burning off energy, and you could get injured. So they'll do anything like that. So owls are absolutely amazing for that. We just call it lazy and dumb.
Yeah.
So owls will just sit in a tree for hours until something comes past them and just jump down rather than go.
But when you go to shows, you can see people. It's not just owls; it's other birds of prey. People will call them. For example, they'll call them to the perch and like say they won't come. So what? He was going too. Sorry, he's going too fast there. So
is that why?
Yeah, he was going far too fast. So yeah. So I said, come on then. So they'll call him to a perch and they'll go, oh, he's not coming. So what they'll do is they'll either walk closer to him, and then you can see the bird going, just come a bit closer. Come a bit closer, and then I can jump to you instead of fly to you. Or what they do is they get a big piece of food out. And I've seen it at centres. They call for the bird's like, nah, it ain't big enough. Oh, hold on, nah, not big enough. And then before you know it, a month later, you put an entire rabbit on your glove to get the bird back down again. So most of the time, when they say the birds are slow and dumb and rubbish, it's the bird working the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than the other way around.
They're working you, yeah. Oh, he's beautiful. He's gorgeous.
Right, go away. Get the bleeping machine on that one later on. Right, turn right round, and open up. Here's a big piece this time.
Okay.
Perfect.
Crikey, he's making short work of that.
Yeah, so like I said, this is the one that's the same weight as the kestrel. Yeah, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's dropped 2. Yeah, so this is the one that's the same weight. As kestrel, sorry, as the owl. Sorry, as Hewlett. But he can consume more because in a minute you're going to see where his crop is. But again, just like with just with like a snake, he needs to get it the right way around.
Yeah.
So the head needs to go neck first or beak first, and then he can swallow it big. There you go, it's turned it around, so it's going down beak first there. We did his beak on Sunday as well. We cooked his beak back.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was not happy.
How did you do that, Steve? What?
Well, my son grabbed them. I didn't. My son grabbed them, and we just used snips to snip it back to the shape.
Right.
Then I use clock workers files.
Oh,
and
right,
file
yeah.
it back. There is some people out there that will use Dremels and so on, but to be honest, by the time my son grabbed them and by the time we'd finished, it was less than a minute. So there's no point. I have seen.
Plus the noise as well.
Yeah. But no, I can look back and laugh now, but I have seen someone with, I think it was a kestrel and a Dremel, zip, and the beak disappeared. The end of the beak just disappeared. It would obviously grow back because it's fingernails, but you're thinking, why would you put something that big next to a bird? So even my eagles, I don't use a Dremel. I just use the files. I just use bigger files.
Yeah.
I use blacksmith files on the eagles. And again, without being big-headed, give me a bird to grab, as long as it's not overgrown badly, it's less than a minute it's grabbed and it's done. But my son does the grabbing, because grabbing a bird is like me grabbing you and pinning you to the ground.
Right.
You're not going to be too happy with me at the end of it.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
my son grabs the bird, and then I feed the bird afterwards. So I literally go, there you go, son, hold this bird, and he holds onto it, and then I do the beak, and then I go, what a naughty boy he's been. Come on, big guy, come back to me for food.
Kick your son.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yep.
Oh, very good, yeah.
But yeah, he's, what was he now, 13, soon to be 14. He's been flying birds since he was 9. He's been grabbing birds since he was 9.
Has he?
Yeah.
So he's not frightened of...
He doesn't like doing the eagles.
Oh, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. I've had a few tears when I've told him to handle the eagles. And it's like, tough, you're holding it. I don't care, you're holding it.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold my big eagle right now. That's down to the missus, because my Stellars can bite if it's not done properly.
Oh, can they, yeah. And
it is nasty. So I'd rather have my missus bitten than me. Than my son, should I say, yeah. So my missus does that one. But when the eagle starts coming here, it's going to be Dan holding on to it.
Busy that day.
Yeah, Dan, yeah.
But the thing is, no, with the Stellars, it's not just a matter of, because when you hold him, you cradle him like a baby. Right. So if he bites you, it's a little nip. With the Stellars, you hold it, and then you also hold it
so it can't bite
around
you.
its beak, because that beak can turn round, and the beak, well, it's huge. It's huge. So I understand when my son doesn't want to do that one. I won't make him do that one. But it's just the fear of he doesn't like holding can. Oh, he's too big. But yeah, you had him in tears. He was 9 years old. He was in tears. I was like, be quiet, sit down and hold him. And afterwards, he goes, actually, that's not much of a problem. It's not. Because he's such a big bird, if you hold him properly, he goes, oh.
Oh.
And that's it. It's the small ones that go, fingers. It's the small ones that do it. It's the small ones that I hate doing the kestrels. I really do.
So how many birds have you got altogether?
We had a couple die the other month. A breeding pair, unfortunately. Unfortunately, a breeding pair, they didn't get on that year, and they just tagged each other. Normally it's the male going, let's breed, but this year the female's going, let's breed, and the male went no, and they had a bit of a tussle on the nest ledge, and nothing of it. Got cameras, we can see it, and thought nothing of it, but they managed to puncture each other. So she died, and he passed away about 2 days later. So yeah, real shame. But apart from that, we're down to, it's quite nice actually, 11. I want to get down to 10.
Oh, do you?
I want to get down to 10, because for me, that's a good manageable level.
Yep.
Every bird works, everybody flies. I struggle to do 10 birds a day. Yep. So what I tend to do is give 2 or 3 birds a day off. So we rotate the days off.
Yep.
So that's enough for me.
That's a good,
That's a good one. I've got 2 owls. I might get rid of an owl because I really want a vulture. I don't want to build any more aviaries. I just want to keep what I've got because it's manageable level again. For me to go in around and clean all my aviaries, I'm done within half hour to an hour, depending on how fast I want to go. So that's fine. So I don't want to get any bigger, but I've got 2 owls, and the question is, do I need 2 owls? For the public, yes. For me, no.
Yep.
So I might get rid of an owl. I might even get rid of one of my eagles. I might move that on as well, just so I can get a vulture and a kite.
So a vulture, where would you get one of those from?
Oh, there's a big breeder here in Wales that breeds them. Yeah.
So how big are the vultures?
You can get different ones. You get ones that can stand head up here, or I would go for the New World vulture, so the black vulture or the turkey vulture. I like them because they are not that big. They're big, but not big compared to a white back or a Kate or something like that.
Yep.
So a black vulture or a turkey vulture would do me fine. And I love the characters. Black vultures, in my opinion, are very much like take off like helicopters. They can go jump up, then fly.
They?
Turkey vultures are like an airplane. They've got to run and take off.
Right.
So yeah, I love a vulture.
And where do vultures? Are they an African bird?
The New World ones, they are from the Americas.
Right.
And then the Old World ones are from the rest of the world where
Right.
you find them. So I prefer the New World ones. Actually, to be honest, they're the only vulture, there was anyway, I believe it still is, they're the only vulture that's not endangered.
Are they?
Every other vulture's dropped by about 90% because of human poisoning them and shooting them and so on.
Yeah, humans.
It's the black vultures and turkey vultures that are not, I believe, are not endangered. So when all the other vultures cost you £3,000 to £5,000, black and turkey vultures used to cost you 300 quid to 500 quid. But people learnt that centres are getting them in cheap, claiming conservation or talking about conservation, making lots of pennies under the term, under the name conservation. So now it's about £3,000, I think, for a black vulture or a turkey vulture. Yeah, but I'll get one. Dan sent me a picture the other day going, get it, and I'd just seen it on Facebook and it was a baby vulture.
Oh, baby one.
Yeah, I don't want an imprint vulture. I've dealt with imprint vultures. I've tried to fix imprint vultures. I want parent reared. Vultures are highly intelligent. Yeah. Highly intelligent. A friend of mine had a vulture at the centre, and unfortunately he had to get put down. It was an imprint, and it started self-mutilating.
Oh.
Yeah. So and like I say, there's so many imprint vultures that go round centres every couple of years because they just can't get on with them. So if I'm doing a vulture, 100%
you want to
parent reared. I dealt with a rescued turkey vulture. I got him in, and I don't know if you know, but vultures, but especially turkey vultures, when they get nervous, they vomit. Because a turkey vulture can eat a large portion of its own body weight. And if you've got something chasing off after you, you're heavy.
Yeah, of course.
So what they do is they go, oh my God, and puke up half the stuff.
Why?
Normally wild
So
dogs are after them, take off, and the wild dogs will eat what they've brought up. There was a case study of a group of wild dogs deliberately chasing turkey vultures and black vultures during the winter time to get a warm meal. Because the vultures will go down and eat a frozen carcass, defrost it, dogs run and go, whoa, they go, oh my God, dogs go, cheers.
It's
and they can
warm
eat warm food, yeah. So my vulture took me about 6 months. It was in a seclusion aviary, and I'd open the door and shut food in. And then if I even opened the door to see if he was okay, he'd go, whoa. So it was literally months of just throwing food in going, I hope you're alive, and the food's gone good, you're fine. And then it was, right, you're fat, you've grown your feathers in, you look good, let's get you working. And to get weight off that bird to get it working was so easy. Eat. Oh, I've got to scratch your head. Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, it was just anything, absolutely anything. Where my steppe eagle can live in thin air for a week. Oh, and like I say, he can just stay, his weight will just hold and hold and hold. My Stellars are the same. But to get Bernard, my turkey vulture, to lose weight, it was literally to start, Bernard Matthews. To get him to lose weight, he would eat, and to start off with, it was literally, if you scratched your head, he'd be sick. But he got over it, and I flew him 6 years, 7 years. I lost him once for 2 days, disappeared. I knew where he was because I got a phone call from a hotel that I worked at going, are you here today, Steve? I'm thinking, oh my God, am I supposed to be there? I was like, no. He went, oh, because there's a bird down here trying to eat the seaweed. The seaweed had dried in the sun and it was smelling rotten. Turkey vultures can sniff out the same piece of food like a steak from about 2 miles away. So he was down there. So I went down there, he was gone. We tracked him down and then he wouldn't come down. The next day, he was up a tree just out of arm's length, and my missus was with me, it was summertime. I went up and he wouldn't come down, I was there all day. Again, went back the next morning and he was there. This time I had half a rabbit. Held him up, Bernard jumped on my glove, jumped onto the floor, and I've still got a scar up here. Bit me, took a chunk out my leg, then jumped on the glove. Didn't even eat the food, he just sat there. It's like, you little so-and-so. After that, never lost him. You could be going, he's up there. And people are like, how did you know? Because watch this. And he could be a mile away. And you go like that, and like I say, he'd come down like he was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And what happened to him?
I sold him with the business. The last business, because again, I wasn't going to do it privately. I wasn't going to keep it privately. So I kept my eagle, and I kept a buzzard, because I thought, well, I can hunt them. A vulture, what are you going to do with a vulture privately? You know, there's nothing I could do, unfortunately, except fly. So I wanted something I could physically hunt, so I kept those two. So I will get another one. I would love to get another one. Yeah. So so I need to get rid of an owl first. So it's just.
Is it easy to get rid?
They're rescued owls. I'll pass them on to a good home that will look after them. I made a decision this year. Anything that doesn't fly for the public is gone. Yeah. So my Stellar Seagull that I can exercise and I can fly. My son's flown it once before as well. What's the point? he eats the same amount of food as all my birds do in one day. So he eats it per sitting. So he costs a fortune. He's in a good size area that I could have a kite or I could have a vulture in.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's getting pleasure out of him, and no one else is.
Yeah.
So if he's critically endangered, so we'll find a breeding project for him. If I don't keep him, he'll go to a breeding project. But I want him flying just because I want him flying. Because he will be a big pull for me. And also,
definitely, yeah.
Like I say, no one else has managed to fly him for any length of time, so I want him flying for the public. But 2 owls, yeah, don't get me wrong, having 2 owls is good because if one passes away, still got another one that's going, but I don't like owls. There was a baby barn owl up for sale the other day. I was considering putting my 2 up for sale and getting a baby barn owl. I love barn owls, they're easy to fly.
There's quite a few at the minute on.
It's so easy to fly. Yeah. You say to a barn owl, fly, and it would just go off and fly. It's so easy. Obviously, time and everything into it, but to get it circling, to get it soaring, piece of cake. Piece of cake. Right. We'll put a hood on you now because you finished your food.
So there you have it, guys. Wow, that was absolutely wonderful. It's something I will never, ever, ever forget. If you're local, if you're not, it doesn't matter where you are, come and see this guy. He comes alive when talking about the birds. He knows his stuff. You can see for yourself. I was going to edit this video, but I'm not going to because you'd miss loads of Steve's knowledge. And, you need to hear this from this guy. He's incredible. We'll be back when he flies his birds that are in training now. So we will be back again to do that. Cannot stress how wonderful this experience was. It honestly excellent. So I hope you enjoy it. Guys, please drop me a subscribe and a like if you enjoy this kind of content, and we'll be back with another video very soon. Take care. Hello, and today we're at Borth Animalarium. There we go. There are the prices and opening times, etc. The bit we do know about this is, I think it was in 2020, Dean Tweedy and his wife came from Kent and took over this, which was Borth Zoo, and it was in extremely bad conditions. So they took over. They'd never run a zoo before, anything like that, and they've tried to turn this place around. So we came back when it wasn't a very nice place to be, so we're hoping today that it's a lot better. So yeah, join us.